Welcome! This is an introduction to a toolkit designed to explore ways of supporting academics working on LGBTQ+ topics if they experience public backlash. If you're working in higher education, you're probably already aware of the growing expectation to make research publicly visible. Research impact and engagement are increasingly central to academic life, prompting academics to share their work beyond the university to make meaningful change. But in an increasingly queer-phobic and transphobic public climate, this has become challenging and at times unsafe for people working on LGBTQ+ topics, many of whom are queer or trans themselves. This toolkit was developed to address those challenges and to support you in navigating them. It was produced as part of a broader research project called Is All Publicity Good Publicity? Addressing Public Harassment in LGBTQ+ Research Impact and Engagement. The project looks at how public abuse, or the threat of it, affects researchers working on LGBTQ+ topics in the UK. It also explored the experiences of professional services staff who support these academics and examined existing policies and procedures. We held 4 focus groups with 19 academics, interviewed 14 professional services staff and reviewed relevant policy documents. By mapping the current landscape of LGBTQ+ research-related abuse, we aim to identify examples of good practice, develop strategies to reduce risk, and support researchers. We also hoped that through working with participants and forming new collaborations, we could build a community of people with a shared interest, to combat professional isolation and improve the environment in which research impact takes place. Our research found that public visibility can offer impact and connection, but often at a personal cost for researchers working on LGBTQ+ topics. Academics reported exposure to abuse, emotional exhaustion, and increased risk. The institutional support they received was often limited, leaving them to manage safety and reputational risks on their own. Many academics relied on queer networks for mentorship and support. Professional services staff described carrying a lot of responsibility without having clear authority, and found navigating fragmented systems in higher education challenging. Existing policies were often generic and didn't address the specific needs of LGBTQ+ researchers, leaving staff no choice but to create ad hoc solutions which added to their workload. You can find detailed recommendations in our project report, but we know that finding solutions isn't straightforward. Our participants highlighted that addressing public harassment requires a holistic, institution-wide approach, one that involves shared responsibility, coordinated support, and multiple connected interventions. This toolkit forms part of a broader effort to improve how institutions respond to public abuse and backlash. It provides flexible resources to support training and development for academic and professional services staff. The materials can be used individually or in group sessions of different lengths. We've included practical exercises, discussion prompts, and multimedia content to build awareness, confidence, and supportive practice. We hope you'll find the materials practical and adaptable to your own context. Whether you support researchers directly, shape policy, facilitate training, or conduct research yourself, we all have a role to play in creating a better environment for LGBTQ+ scholarship and the people who carry it out. Thanks for taking the time to engage with this work.